Look, honestly, I think we saw enough in the first half for me to feel like I think we'll be safe. I ain't worrying about West Ham. I'm not worrying about Nottingham Forest. We'll finish above
in the first
those
half.
two teams.
You don't nothing in the first half.
What
did he do in the first half that he scored?
It was 1-0. Moani was cooking. Moani was cooking Gabriel. He was cooking them.
Come on, you had like one touch in the box in the first half. You had like one touch and now the Moani touch. That's it. That's what we done in the first half.
If you play like that, Deji,
we're not doing that because what we were more focused on was about being clinical.
Yeah, but there's nothing in the first half. I'm sorry,
was Tottenham clinical with the opportunity that we had?
You had one touch, and yeah, you were.
I just want to know: were we clinical with the opportunity that we had? That's what I'm asking.
Right, you were. But if you have first half performances like that, I'm telling you now, you're not winning a lot of games, bro. You're not winning if any. Like you were very lucky of Declan Rice being a bozo. Like there was nothing good about that first half. Arsenal still created opportunities. And you didn't create anything. I don't know what in the first. You must be so.
What you're saying is, D. What you're saying, D. Right? What you're saying is that if they play like that, hopefully someone will pass him the ball every game and they'll score.
And they'll have one shot and score a goal. Come on, Deji. I can't believe it.
I've heard. No, don't try it. I've heard Arsenal man do the same thing. Tell me,
bro.
Blah blah blah. For me, it was tactical. Sit back. Stink out the place, and the one opportunity you get taken. But the fact of the matter is, in real terms, Tottenham scored 2, 3 even. Richarlison, Rea, mate, what a great save! That Tottenham could have easily had 3 goals today. So it's not all doom and gloom. Yes, the scoreline probably looks worse than the actual game reflection in the location because really and truly, apart from the goals, Arsenal didn't create any other chances. The actual chances they had, they scored.
Yeah, but they scored
more. Created more, man.
No, they created more.
What other chance did you create that you should have scored that you can remember?
We had Saliba had a header that went wide. Trossard had a shot that went wide.
Those weren't even close, bro. I'm talking about real stuff like Richarlison's one.
Richarlison had a chance for a save,
bro. Huh?
Saka had like one-on-ones.
What was the goals? What were the chances you had?
Me, okay. Moani scored.
Yeah, and that's it.
Richarlison nutmegged Rea, and it almost went in.
And that's it.
Yeah. But Arsenal shooting wide is not.
Hey, Deji, let's take a step back. Come on, let's take a step back. You had 2 chances. You had 1 chance in the first half, 1 chance in the second half. Apart from that, you had nothing else. Like you only had 1 chance per half.
Right, D,
I'm not the one. Trust me, my team is dusty in itself. I can tell you, my team is dusty. That performance is not something that you say will stay up.
Let's contextualize this. Arsenal played a depleted Spurs team.
And there is that element.
And that was pretty much their strongest lineup.
Yeah. So there is that side. When players coming back, maybe you are a bit better. But today's performance, though.
No, today's performance.
Players,
you can't say that. But the point I'm trying to make is I don't think we could have done more with that group of players. And we're talking about Arsenal fans are shaking their bum. That was their first team. That was their first team. Nobody was missing. Who was missing in the Arsenal lineup?
No. You're right. You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right in that regard.
So
yeah.
It wasn't a fair fight already, but we take it, bro. I'm happy. Look, I'm happy to take it on the chin. Calm. Arsenal got the win. They won 4-1. But I'm telling you now, if the shoe was on the other foot, Tottenham had all of their players at their disposal, barring one, and Arsenal could just field a makeshift 13 players. They're not doing nothing, bro. I can tell you that, guaranteed.
Okay.
That you need some more players, bruv. That's what it's proven, that you need better backups. Because when your players get injured, you're dusted. Like, everyone gets injuries, yeah, and I hear it, and it's unfortunate when that happens. We had it last year, but we were told just get better players. So that's what Tottenham have got to do. Because let's have it right, even when Tottenham have got all their players fit, I don't think they're that great. Anyway, like, I don't actually rate the goalkeeper.
It would have been a lot closer a game. But bro, I'll be real. We missed Kulusevski. We've not had him all season. We've missed James Maddison. Not had him all season.
Is he coming back? They're not coming back, are they?
I don't think they. I think they would have legitimately missed the whole season. Not even played one game. They're not.
Yeah,
they're not
exactly.
So it's been a disaster, bro. But these are big players for Spurs. Like that's like not having Saka for a whole season.
I hear it, Deji. I hear it, but these players are not coming back. So when you're talking about players being out injured, if they're not going to come back this season, and we're talking about staying up this season, which players are going to come back that will improve this Tottenham side? You still had a lot of injuries, but I just want to hear names that you think that would have a realistic impact, because those players won't.
Well, I'll be real. I saw more from Mwane today that gives me hope, bro, that he could probably go on a bit of a run and do something. Xavi Simons looked half decent, I guess. Do you know what I mean? He looked a little bit more confidence. I think we need Kudus back. We don't have Kudus, bro. We're missing a bag of players, bro. But I'm not trying to come up with any excuses. It is pathetic. We find ourselves in a relegation dogfight. We are relegation fodder this season.
What happens now then, Dej? Let me ask you that. What happens next for Tottenham?
Bro, well, what we got to do quite simply is we got to stay up and win the Champions League.
Like, come on, bro. You can't you want to smile, you want to laugh. You can't say that with a straight face.
The only reason why I'm smiling is because I don't use
that. We can't take it serious when you say that. You got to stay up in the Premier League and win the Champions League. Like, come on, bro. You're laughing yourself. You're holding yourself back. You're better than me because I won't be able to say that like you did.
Can I be real? Yeah. Can I be real? No, what you got to understand, bro, is that, believe it or not, and I think we are also partly to blame. You're a big part of this, and Dan Potts is you two fellas, being the online celebrities that you are. You should be ashamed of yourselves, both you and Dan Potts. Let me explain. You guys are the very definition of shameless. The both of you, shameless brothers. So what's happened is we're at my club. Dan Potts said to me that Tottenham had a better season than Arsenal simply because we won a trophy. Bearing in mind we finished 17th, Dan Potts will tell you, look at him, Spurs had a better season than Arsenal last year. So, at the moment,
more
present,
successful, I said.
No,
successful.
Whatever you want to call it. At present, Spurs are 16th, but we are in the next round of the Champions League. It doesn't need to make sense. We will finish top 4 in the Champions League. It doesn't make sense. I get it. I agree with you, D. On the face of it, on paper, this Tottenham team is not winning the Champions League, but we're still in it, mate. We're still in it.
Yeah, I know, but you're not winning it though,
bro. That's what people told me last year, bro.
Yeah, but that's
Can I be real? I expect better from you. Do you know why?
Why?
You are one of the brothers who you've made a career of being told you ain't winning nothing. I lie. You became a YouTuber off the back of not winning anything, and then last year Palace won their FA Cup. So, bro, you should be more on my side here, bro. I don't know what you're doing.
No. I'm not on your side because when we won that FA Cup, we still had quality players. I'm looking at this Tottenham side, and we won the FA Cup. FA Cup is very difficult. Don't get me wrong, but Champions League with some of the teams there and some of the talents. I just look at the Tottenham squad.
What teams?
Even the Premier League teams. Like even if you face Arsenal, let's say you face Arsenal in the Champions League. Arsenal are still better than you in the Champions League. They got better chances. I think City's got better chances either. Bayern Munich got better chances as well. So there's a few teams.
I'll be real with you. I fancy playing Arsenal abroad.
What, you think it's going to be different if you play them in like Seville or something?
Different. We played them in Hong Kong, bro. We slapped them up.
So, bro, come on, that's a pre-season tournament. Like, I don't think that really matters. Come on. Let's be serious. I don't even know who you lot have. Who do you lot have in the Champions League? Do you know yet? Or it's a playoff round, isn't it? So you don't know.
We don't know and we don't care.
Well, you should be caring.
But what's
the only thing that you care about?
Bare minimum that you can get to, Dej? What's the bare minimum that you would accept? You know what? We went out, but we give it a good go. What's that look like? The last 16, the quarters, the semis.
I think quarterfinal, semi-final is not too unrealistic. I think if we get drawn like a Juventus, I mean Juventus are rubbish, bro.
Well, you won't be because Juventus are getting knocked out.
Bro,
they're knocked out by Galatasaray.
Club Brugge, we should slap them up. You know what I mean? Like Atletico Madrid, I'm not scared of them. You know what I mean? Like I'm not scared of any team in Europe, bro. Like they're dusty this year, so I'll take Juve, bro, all day long.
I don't know.
D, how far do you think Tottenham will get?
Hold up. Let's stop there. Juve's not going to be there, bro. Juve's getting knocked out by Galatasaray. They're getting knocked out. That's already confirmed. But I hear what you're trying to say, though.
Yeah. So that's all it is, bro. But you know, bro, look, we got bigger fish to fry. You asked me what Tottenham need to do. You know me, innocent until proven guilty. Nobody can tell me that I'm guilty until I'm out. So I'm gonna be speaking and singing off the rooftop that Spurs can win the Champions League until we can't win the Champions League, and we just need to stay up.
But do you actually believe that, though?
Oh,
like, I know you're screaming it, but do you believe what you're screaming?
Yes.
Okay, okay. I think this team is getting to you. Because there's no way you're gonna believe that you can win the Champions League. I don't know what you.
Stranger things have happened, bro, in life.
It hasn't. It hasn't. I can't think of something more strange than Tottenham winning the Champions League, especially in this form with this team. That we're talking about. Are they gonna stay up? Like, if it was a Tottenham winning the Champions League in itself is strange. Like, with all due respect. It would be strange. For example, no one expected, the year when he went to the final. That was strange. Like, no one really expected Tottenham there. Do you get it? Mm-hmm. This Tottenham team, that is, 16th, we're talking, are they going to stay up or not? When words can't comprehend that to even get to the final.
Let's just go with it that they have a great chance of winning the Champions League. Let me ask Deji this. Right, let me ask Deji this. Which of these players are firing you to Champions League glory?
Solanke.
Not even he's taking it this. He's trying to manifest something that's happening. You said Dominic Solanke is firing you to the Champions League. Hey, bro. Well, look, we know what Lawless. We know that we have to have plans for each of our teams. If we do get relegated, Lawless will do cooking, and Deji, if your team gets relegated, you'll go into comedy. We'll do a comedy YouTube channel for you. So we can, at least that's sorted. You can be the comedian if you get relegated, and Lawless can be the cooker. So
honestly, man,
that's calm, bro.
Before I move from Spurs, what's your top three? Sorry, manager and appointments. Like, which would you like?
I think it's yeah, man. I mean, for me, obviously, I think Nagelsmann would be the number one appointment for Spurs. I don't know how they get it. You're asking me for wishful thinking. And then I would say second. Spurs fans would probably argue with me on this, but I would say the next two are the same. So I would say Glasner if Spurs don't want to give Pochettino.
You want it, please.
That's for the Spurs fans that don't want to give Poch an opportunity. Or Pochettino. Is really that simple. Nagelsmann number one, Poch or Glasner. Those would.
Why don't you take him now,
bro? I think, bro, give him to us. It's too late. We'll take Glasner at the end of the season.
Why don't you take him now? I don't understand it. Why didn't you take him now?
Why would Glasner want to manage?
You guys didn't want to let him go.
Why would he drop down to
you can have him. If you paid up, you could have him. Surely he's worth, I don't know, the 5 million or whatever. And you would have, if you think Lars is the answer,
we'll take him in the summer, bro. Let Tudor do his thing.
Fair enough. You stay up, then you can take him.
No, Lawless, let me bring you in, bro. What are you saying? Spurs, dusty, could be going down, or is it going to be West Ham or Forest, bro?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's what I was trying to say. Obviously, Deji's trying to pretend like he don't hear me because the truth hurts when I'm trying to tell him that these managers ain't going to drop down to the Championship. Truth hurts. You know what I mean? Look, he's outside of his big, expensive studio right now. He's looking like he's in prison. He's looking like he's locked up. You know what I mean? Like, and that's how it feels to be a Spurs fan now. They feel like they're locked up. They're trapped. And you know what? The sentence is being passed. That sentence is purgatory in the Championship, because I'll tell you this now, right? We are the best form team. And listen, I'm pissed at my team, so I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke, right? But we are the best form team in this whole relegation battle. So let's just be real. Spurs are probably the worst form team in the relegation battle. And yeah, it only gets worse. I have no faith in this team. Yes, Spurs were, slightly robbed today, but it doesn't excuse all the dustiness elsewhere from their players.
Oh,
No, you're right, Lawless. But can we elaborate on that? Because I tried to say about Spurs being robbed. And
wait, how were they robbed? How were Spurs robbed?
Gabriel cheating.
Gabriel cheating.
Gabriel should have been sent off.
Come on, let's not.
And Moani scored a
God,
goal.
we're being 4-1, man. It wasn't like it was
4-1. Let's.
No. But then the game changes, isn't it? Like if it goes 2-2.
Yeah, I hear it. But I wouldn't say Spurs were robbed because there was still a push. I know Gabriel made the most out of it, but
come on, there was a push. Shut up, man. That was the most delayed reaction ever. He put his hand on his back, and then 2 seconds later.
Yeah, but robbed. We're using the word robbed for this game is a bit over the top. Robbed. It was fine margins, and it went against them. Yeah.
Robbed means there's only one team winning it. Spurs been all over them. They've been robbed of 3 points. Load of waffle.
They were cheated. They were cheated of a goal.
We were cheated of a goal.
All year. They were rubbish like they've been all year, man. Like
I told you, Potts, you didn't believe it. I told you they'd bend over for you because they always bend over for Arsenal.
Yeah,
right? And it's nothing new to Spurs. They're shit, mate.
I truly believed it would be a draw, man. I truly believed it would be a draw. The way we've been playing, I thought they'll just come for a draw and they'll get away with it. We smashed them, man. Like, I don't care what anyone says, but let's forget Arsenal because there's more pressing concerns about West Ham. Forest have to be thrown into it, but then obviously not a London club, and Tottenham. Because I look at Tottenham's fixtures, it don't look pretty, people. It don't look pretty. Tottenham's fixtures do not look great. Now, I'm not saying West Ham's look nice, but Lawless has got a point. West Ham, albeit they should have won yesterday, in my opinion, they are playing better. So, I don't know, man. Lawless, could Tottenham really go down, or are Forest or yourselves going to get there instead?
It seems like I think they really...
We'll see, like, when they obviously they've got players to come back, right? But it might be too late by then. That's the problem. It might be too late by that point, and for the players to get up and running. Now there's still question marks over the new manager. We don't know how he's going to do it. It's unfair to judge him. It's looking bleak. Now I'm not going to say that Spurs are definitely going. Look, we're still coming from behind. We're still at the disadvantage points wise, right? We've got to start getting over the line in these games. However, like you have more faith in West Ham going and winning the game than Spurs right now, and even maybe Forest to a degree. I have a bit more faith in Forest than Spurs, but the pressure's on Spurs massively. Like that's the thing. They've not really been down here before in them. Like they was down there last season, but like to really be worried, to really be sitting there and stressing over relegation. They're in new territory, like in this modern era, mate. I'm telling you, they're at massive risk. They got to be worried, mate. It's time to be scared. You're not looking. I need to see more fear in your eyes, Deji.
I'm not scared. I don't actually think Tottenham are in a mess, and I actually didn't think we did.
Oh my god!
He still thinks they can win the Champions League.
I think Igor can do enough. I think the thing that you guys are not realizing is that I'm very shameless. I'm quite content with 17th and the Champions League. We just got to
win the Champions League, bro. Like you're just not gonna do it. Yeah, I think we would all be content. I would be content if Palace was 17th and even won the Conference League. Forget about Champions League. But it's just about being realistic in this matter. Like it's not realistic. Like I just don't see you winning the Champions League, and I don't know why you think you got a chance. I just don't know why you think you got a chance.
We might as well just even ignore that. We might as well not even address that because it's just the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Like the teams that they're losing to, and I get it. I know Deji is going to come and say about, well, in Europe, like English teams in Europe. I'm sorry, when you start getting into the deep rounds, well, one, you're going to come up against Premier League teams eventually, right? You could come up against Arsenal, and we see how you bend over for them, right? And you think you can win this Champions League coming up against the elite of the elite. It's fine when you want to bloody play against Bozo Glimp and all these other teams. It's fine. But what are you going to do against the serious teams? Nothing.
Now, even Bodo Glimp right now, they're looking decent as well. the Champions League. I don't know if you lot saw what they've done against Inter. But yeah, even when I'm looking at a Champions League bracket, I'm just trying to figure it out. I mean, if Tottenham will either get Atletico Madrid, Club Brugge, or Galatasaray, I think Juventus are done. And maybe they get through the round of 16. Maybe they can. I think if it's Atletico Madrid, it's going to be more of a struggle. But quarterfinals, they're out. Quarterfinals.
I want them to go as far as possible because that's good for West Ham. Like the further they go, the more thin their squad's going to be stretched. The more distractions for Spurs, the more they're going to have to worry about two big comps. They can't afford to go and play a B team in the Champions League and get absolutely humiliated. Same time, they can't afford to play a B team in the Premier League and get relegated. So we're going to see a team that's going to be starting to really tire out, pick up more injuries, and ultimately suffer for it. We've just got the Prem. We've got another FA Cup game, of course. Spurs ain't got that, but I'm not confident against Brentford. But, you know, Forest have got Europe as well. Our focus is going to be on staying up. Like, so
you know what's crazy? This is actually wild. One of Lawless or Deji is not going to be here next season. Like, I genuinely feel, unless people still think Palace are going to go down. But yeah, I feel like it's either Lawless, Wolf is not, of course, here, or Deji. I would be surprised. Like, I'll be shocked if Leeds go down, or even Brighton. I don't expect Brighton to go down either. Like, this is actually crazy. Like, when you deep it, one of you two, I feel like is not going to be here next season.